What would you attribute the rise in tribalism to?
Yeah. So the way that I think about what's happened to our country is that in a large secular society, there are a lot of forces blowing us apart and there are a lot pulling us together. And if you go back to the mid to late 20th century, everything was lined up to pull us together. We'd had extraordinarily high rates of immigration in the late 19th and early 20th century. That's when my grandparents came over from Russia and Poland. There was a big wave of anti-immigrant backlash, and in the 20s, the gates were shut, immigration went way down. And as you say, immigration has many good effects and many bad effects. You have to look at it honestly and try to maximize the good. So we had, by the 70s and 80s, we had very low rates of foreign-born. There was a dominant culture. It was the WASP culture. David Brooks has written brilliantly about how the WASP set up a meritocracy within which Jews and Asians and other groups were able to succeed. We had a common enemy still in the Soviet Union. We had a functioning political culture in Washington where there's a lot of bipartisanship. Oh, in the media system, there were 3 networks. And so there was a more, we had common sources of news. So all those things were lined up. And this was the century of American greatness. And all over the world, people looked to America and they said, wow, we want what they've got. Let's copy their constitution. Let's copy their culture. We were the light of the world. Obviously, there's plenty of anti-Americanism too, but there was a lot of admiration for us. And then one by one, the centrifugal forces pulling us together began to weaken. The media environment obviously reversed, beginning with cable TV all the way through to social media. Now it's fractionating us. Obviously, immigration greatly increased beginning in the 60s. And again, many good things. The economists are clear immigration is good economically. But as you say, the issues of social trust and cohesion, Robert Putnam's work and others, suggest that drops, trust in others drops. And to have a functioning democracy, it really helps to have cross-group trust, to not be suspicious of each other. So in so many ways, things have kind of turned around and we have to do some serious thinking. What is it going to take to restore the social supports for an effective democracy?